Hello, folks. Lindsay, Huddleston again with Sports Psychology Solutions with some very special guests on a very special day back at the scene of crime, Henry Ford High School. I know we got some northern folks here. You don't like to hear about Henry Ford High School. This is my alma mater, so I had to get that in. And then we got GP Gary Payton making it in to be with his draft class buddy on this day. Gary, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. You are here in Detroit, Michigan, which you're not, you never had no problems coming to Detroit. But what's special about you being in Detroit today, this evening, right now?
Well, this man right here, him and Terrence Willer. Me and Derrick, we got drafted together. He went to 1 and I went 2. So we became brothers like that. We were in that class, and then we act like the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't take no shit from nobody.
Right.
We talk back. You know what I'm saying? And we don't give that BS.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he just like me, and I'm just like him, and we click. Since then, since the draft and since being together.
You know this is second home.
I know it's a second home. Yeah. I want to take you, and this is so ironic, Derek, because you was giving me grief a little while ago.
Yes.
When I met you, Gary, it was for your golf outing. You were getting ready to have a golf outing the next day. We had an event down at, I think it may have been Legends at the time. And I was asking you, Gary, I said, what's the connection? You talked about your mothers having a connection, being connected, and the similarities and whatnot. So talk about what that's been like.
Well, with our mothers, it was basketball. What was the name of their group?
Mothers basketball.
So with the NBA, they have a whole mothers group,
right?
That where they get together and do events to raise money to help inner city kids and everything. So it was my mom, Gary mom,
Terrell Brandon.
Yeah, I mean,
was that a new thing? Was that a new thing at the time?
At the time, it was. So and again, man, we all come from the same environment,
right? Oakland, Detroit.
Oakland. I mean, every inner city, it's all the same. And the relationship that me and Gary developed over the years, it's just been brotherly,
right?
It's just like you said, it's no fakeness, it's nothing that's watered down or whatever. And he surprised me today. I didn't know he was. I didn't know he was. He pulled up on me because I didn't know he was coming in there. And T. Will didn't even tell me.
Right. Oh, the whole city been quiet about this.
Yeah.
Everybody been conspiring.
I came in, I got balloons and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's me. I don't make a big commotion about my birthday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because again, I'm blessed. I'm thankful. Being here, and even last year, I spent time in the gym on my birthday. You see, my wife, my kids, even came in.
With that.
Yeah, and it's just all love, man.
Right. You've been working so hard, and I was thinking back, and Terrence and I were talking a little while ago about how you were doing things when it wasn't even popular for athletes to do. You were being a social activist.
Yes.
I remember the Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah.
And you said, we're not dealing with the Red Cross. We're going to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
So, what has always motivated you to be like that? And Gary, please chime in and say, what is it that you admire about him that makes him do those type of things?
It's in my DNA and who I am. I've been raised that way my whole life. From my grandmother to my uncles to my aunts to my cousin, always helping people. I always tell the story, when I was in high school and we used to have to shovel the snow, the driveway before my uncle got up and go to work. He worked at Ford. But when he would come out to leave to go to work, he would make sure we get Miss Robinson's driveway, Miss Johnson, Miss Jackson, and we couldn't take any money.
Wow.
From them at the time. So it was instilled in me.
So you could not do it?
No, I could not do it. And I mean, still to this day.
Right.
In my neighborhood, snow.
Right.
I mean, my cousins, them now they got snow blowers and all that stuff, but they still do. You know what I'm saying? The whole block. So it's just been in my DNA since I've been a kid, man.
Right. And that's what makes him so special, because we were sitting over there just a minute ago, and the Big Three is coming here, and that's what I'm here for.
Yes.
And that's what we were talking about is what Derrick was saying. He grew up in a way where we got old school parents.
Yes.
We was groomed, our grandmothers and stuff, instilled something into us, man. When we can go and get switches and get beaten at school,
get the switches,
and then you can get whooped at the school and no policeman will come. And that's the way we are. See, and that's why me and Derrick do so much for our communities, because we give back, because we know that we made it out of a neighborhood that we couldn't have been made out of without the guidance that we had from our parents. So we're trying to get these kids to do the same thing, because we want them to be just like us.
Be successful.
And then be that way, and then trickle to make everybody else, because Detroit and Oakland, they always think about us as bad cities, and we're not. And these kids just need some guidance. And if they get us and they see Derrick on his birthday come here, that means he cares for them.
Right.
Wow.
And you know, some of these kids, like what Derrick has said, he was one of the first kids that called me this morning.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, the first kid called me this morning. Happy birthday, coach, because I coached him in the junior NBA last year.
Right.
You know, he one of the first kids that
I had to share that.
Yeah,
had to share that.
Happy birthday, coach. You know what I'm saying? But again, for him to pop up and surprise me, because I was sharing with him earlier, our kids don't get to reach out and feel and touch a guy like Gary Payton.
No.
To see him.
No.
They see me every day. You know, they taking pictures and everything. Like, hey, get in the picture. I'm like, y'all see me all the time.
Right.
You know? But for him to come to the gym, hey, D, I got tickets for you for the big three. Give them to the kids, man. Make sure the kids get there.
Right.
That's love. That's from the heart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Our kids don't get those opportunities.
Right.
So we have to go by creating those opportunities for them.
Because it's almost like these are Superman-like things. They don't really exist.
Yes.
You know, they don't make that connection. You guys touched on something earlier, and I want to get your feedback on this. Let's talk about being relevant. Both of you guys have had excellent NBA careers. So many people have, but so many former NBA basketballers are not relevant anymore.
Right.
You're involved with the Big Three. You got the DC League. You're holding the city down.
Yeah.
What advice can you give to someone who's transitioning, maybe at the latter part of their career, of what they can be doing? And it may go back to just being community-oriented, but to stay relevant. Well, start with you, and I'll get you together.
I'm going to start with it because what me and Derrick has done is because when we use our name, we keep our name irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because you got to understand, when your name is irrelevant, you got to keep your name going.
Yeah.
Because when they forget about you, then you ain't got nothing to say about it. And when we keep our name going because we keep ourselves out there. And when these kids see that and they see a person like ourselves when our name is out there and we keep helping them, giving them, we keep it irrelevant.
Right.
And what Derrick does is, as he uses his name as a power, Magic Johnson has told me this. He said, you use your name to get something.
Right.
And me and Derrick uses our name to get something.
Use your name to get something.
Right, but we're getting something that's going to help somebody else be great and be better. Not just because of us.
Right.
We got a lot. God has blessed us with a lot.
Right.
And we are now showing that we need to bless these kids because I think these kids can do the same thing.
Right.
We had a kid over there just a minute ago where Derrick has told him repeatedly a lot of times that he needs to do this, he needs to do that.
Right.
But then when I came and Derrick told me to say something to him, he looked at it and said, man, it must be real.
Wow.
You know, because he's seeing Derrick all the time and he think that Derrick is just getting on him about it. But if I come and tell him the same thing and tell him in a way that Derrick tell him, he said, these two do really care about me who got irrelevant in this world. And I need to listen and I need to do it.
They get something like, what do you think about that, Derrick?
Well, again, when you talk about our kids, because we were those kids. You know, people ask us all the time, you know, why you guys are so engaged, you know, in community and everything. Because I was that kid.
Right.
Wide-eyed, young, trying to figure it out.
Right.
You know, so we try to create those same opportunities with those kids to get them to understand. When you talk about platform, we use our platform for the better youth of what's going on that you see in this gym.
Right.
He's never missed an all-star give back.
Wow. Yeah.
He come every year all the way from Oakland.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With his guys that I've been knowing since I've been knowing him. You know, and
he brings his whole crew.
He brings his whole crew. And they sit there and serve and help and give out food, man, to people's in need during the holidays.
Wow.
You know, and again, we use these teams to come in to teach them about community service and helping and giving back. At some point in time, I don't know where the gap dropped off at with us when you talk about helping our elders, but it's up to us, you know, to change the narrative and to keep it going.
You are doing it.
Yeah.
Well, keeping in mind, we're here to celebrate Derrick Colemans' birthday.
Man.
That's what we're doing. We're here to do that. And I'm glad you said that because now I want to do what I've been asking everyone else, Gary, his friend, to look into the camera. And as if Derrick is not here, tell him how you feel about him like everyone else has been. And then we got you sitting right here to hear it, too.
Well, he's sitting right here, and he knows this about me. When I walked in his gym today and he didn't know I was here and he's surprised, he gave me love just like a like a brother. Like a brother. We hugged each other and we did what we had to do. And he was happy to see that. And I know that. And he knows that I'm going to be here every time for him. He can call me through rain, snow, stick, whatever, and I'm coming.
Still coming.
I'm coming here, you know. And this is what it's all about, because what he's doing at this gym today, giving these kids an opportunity to play basketball. We don't see a lot of people there. And on his birthday, to sit right here and do this and be watching these kids is a great thing. These kids motivation to give them heart. And you know, he knows I love him to death, man. He like a brother to me. I'll die for him. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm here all the time. That's why I'm gonna stay here. This is like my second home.
Right.
This is my guy right here. We wish him a happy birthday to him because he deserved it. Because Detroit wouldn't be nothing without Derrick Coleman, and that's it.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
And that's what it's all about.
And I appreciate that. So Derrick, I don't have a birthday cake for you to blow out.
Come on, man.
But so, what can you say? The last thing you can say as we sign off, you can say to the people on this day and a lot of people coming in.
Look where we're at on this day, you know, on my birthday. And something that my guy T. Will always says all the time: we're vessels. You know,
and be used as that.
We're vessels.
Right. There you go.
You know what I'm saying? But as we moving across the ocean or through the universe or whatever have you, we're giving you nuggets and bits to take with you, man. And hopefully, you know what, at some point in time, these kids understand that.
Right.
You know, and take it to the next level. Get an opportunity to go to college.
Right.
You know, get an opportunity, if so be it, to make it to the NBA. That's all their dreams.
Right.
But the basketball is just a carrot. We dangle that carrot in front of them. But like you being here today, like Gary being here today, see, that's mentorship.
Sure.
So we give them the opportunity to have real conversations about the game of basketball, but also about life. You know, and that's why we do it, man. That's why I've been on a mission to really sit back and like, okay, what do I do to better basketball in the city of Detroit?
Right.
But through basketball, the relationships that we've developed since we've been kids, and these kids are going to have some of those same relationships. We got 5 teams from Canada that come and
so
play.
It's international now.
It's international.
On a global scale.
And that's my next big thing is I'm going to have a battle of the borders.
Oh, wow.
Canada and Detroit.
Okay.
So now you got junior NBA. So a lot of kids you see in the gym today play for my junior NBA team.
Right.
And then now you got USA Basketball who has their own thing. So next month, they're going to play USA Basketball. For me, it's all about exposure.
Sure.
How do we keep exposing our kids to our other opportunities, you know, using that basketball?
And you are doing it. Sitting here on a holiday, if you didn't know, it's Derrick Coleman's birthday. He's going to be humble about it, but we got to give him his
Hey,
props.
now it's summer solstice, man. First of all, you know, June 21st is the longest day of the year. It's the first day of summer.
People love that.
Yeah, and, you know, it's summer solstice, man. So when God said, let there be light,
that was it.
There it is.
We got Gary Payton here supporting his best friend,
Man,
good friend,
man.
Derrick Coleman in the building. Thanks for all that you do. I appreciate you, brothers,
appreciate you, man.
Okay.
I love. Can't do it without you.
No doubt, no doubt.
sir.
Always,
Always love.
okay, for sure. We see you guys.